Hello, this is James Dante Wood of humanumission.com. Human, letter U, and mission, as in Mission San Juan Capistrano, humanumission.com. I'm here to talk about how to register, host, and build a WordPress website where you don't need to know a coded language for free. The plugins are free with licenses where I have an indefinite number of installations, instantiations, if you will, while the critical plugins for different usages. The many of us who want to build a website and have many features so we can enjoy the experience of building a website that serves our purposes. Fun as a hobby, but yes, of course, we want to make money, and you start by not losing money. Because I have multi-domain hosting and a very good host overseas, not censored because of ICANN competition, Dubai. I will gladly host your website. I could give you a free canonical domain, or if you already have a WordPress site and or registered domain, they're really cheap. Namecheap.com with a .fun extension. You can get them for as little as $1.44 a year, because it's critical to have the keywords you want to specialize in the domain. But very beneficial, especially in the beginning when you have no backlinks. And the goal is to help you save money by basically not spending any money at all, other than what you're already spending on, say, your computer and of course bandwidth, I guess. And some people even get that for free when you go to the library. So the question is, how do you bring traffic to your website? The dominance of Googlebot, which is a search engine based on backlinks, which they consider votes or endorsements. If you have a backlink, a Uniform Resource Locator website address, also called anchor text, where it's good to have the keyword you want to specialize in as that which substitutes the actual visible URL string. They consider that to be an endorsement when you point to someone else's webpage on a different domain. You vote for a webpage and your keyword relevant. You vote for the voter and your keyword relevant. And then below that, you vote for the voter of the top webpage and your keyword relevant, and so on down a pyramid. The goal is to be as high up the pyramid as possible, and even people in the middle benefit. At the bottom, you suffer unless you point to what they call original content. I explain what that means. It mostly means unique content, high demand, low competition, trending upward. And I also provide free analysis with Google Trends and a paid version of WordTracker.com, where I show you how to come up with the highest ranking keywords related to what you want to do. You may know what keyword you want to specialize in, but it's good to have what are called long tail keywords, basically 3-4 more keywords related to whatever you're doing, such as when you go to Google Trends and they look for what's called related topics and related queries, and they'll tell you if it's trending. But you also want to know this thing called keyword efficiency index, which basically means every month there's so much demand for people looking up that keyword in literals, where you put in quotes where it's an exact match, and then how much competition is there. If there's no competition, you divide by 0, which is infinity, so I say just add 1 to it, because you are that one person that prospectively will put that keyword with all the long tail keywords next together for high proximity on your web page and benefit from it, especially if you're the only person with that keyword, no competition, at least at first. So there's no divide by 0 where it becomes infinity. I call that JKEI, which is GEMS Keyword Efficiency Index, because they largely got rid of KEI for other statistics that I don't find useful. But if you are that prospective one person who is the first of what may be more competitors, then you capitalize on something very high demand, low competition, and better yet, trending upward based on what's called Fourier analysis, the wave-like nature of things, where the big wave is the sum of the little wave. You can do that for free with trends.google.com or go to wordtracker.com. They have a free trial for 7 days, and or just copy paste the 50 results you get, but it's good to spend as much as $100 a month for 10,000 possible options. The ranking system where you basically choose, say, the top 10 long tail keywords based on a revised version of JKEI. They may not have it there, but I show you how to download the Excel spreadsheet and create an equation in Excel and rank everything, where I show you ideal keyword density. you're already capitalizing something that at first does not really need backlinks, but over time you get backlinks if, let's say, people think they're pointing to original content they benefit from. And it should be original because, again, it's high JKEI and trending upward. If it's trending upward and you have anchor text in the actual URL displacement, it's just a whole placeholder for what is usually a visible URL, which looks innocuous and is not very useful, then you do that much better. You also want to give these people the incentive to point to you with a financial incentive. Now, affiliate programs in recent years have been vilified. That just means pay people commission, cost per sell, pay per sell, if you will. And the problem is that a lot of times the affiliates don't pay these people, and because of security concerns, many people program their browsers with no cookies. It's not really coded programming. Just means you format to where you have no ability to have cookies for tracking purposes, or but maybe hacking, or they steal credit card information. Very important. So these affiliate tracking software packages are not useful like they used to be. So my proposal is, if and only if you have money coming in, if you're at the top of a potential multi-tier pyramid, pay people for backlinks and you pay them for traffic. And you verify that by making them moderators on your WordPress site for Slim Stats, Web Analytics, where you verify traffic, and then Yoast and other plugins for verifying backlinks. And they can have their own version of that software, at least for backlinks. And then you have spreadsheets and testimonials, and maybe an agreement with PayPal or your payment processing company where you have a disclaimer where you don't care about privacy for the fact that you want your total revenue, your earnings to be released, especially if you're a public company where you have to release that information. If you sell stock, you do really well. So what happens is the person that points to you pay for backlinks and traffic, and you come up with any formula you want where they get a percentage of total revenue based on one or the other relative to other competition that points to you. The idea is that the person who points to you knows that if you don't pay them, and there's verification you're making money and you're not paying them, then they're going to remove the backlink, and you remove all, and then you lose all the tiers below them. So why would you not pay them, and why would you not want to point to them the system that has backup and an insurance policy, if you will? So other than that, because to be fair that things become too competitive in the future is all about franchising, not from the standpoint of licensing your franchise, but giving people a reason to have keyword relevant pages where they sell what you sell, but they're less likely to be competitors. They're essentially part of the franchise network for the most part. And it's the kind of thing where if they're making any money at all, if you are, call yourself the backlinker, not affiliate, because that word has been heavily demonized, then you're guaranteed to make money no matter what. They may have a $50 a month minimum where you have to make at least $50 before they pay you, or it just rolls over and eventually get paid. And it's a very good system, much better than what's already out there. So that's my proposal. When you go to humanitymission.com, sign up for my newsletter. I have a Facebook page at Humanity Mission. You can sign up for it, and I have a messenger network, and I will have live video, as well as I have my chat server that's 24/7 at the website for individual customer service chat, and then I'll have group chat, which I will eventually pay for, and then we'll all agree on how you basically get the same plugins I do, and it doesn't cost anything, and you're getting free advertising because we're all at the top of our own pyramid. Some people don't like pyramids; they think it's social Darwinism. Well, not if we have all our own individual pyramids. And there's competition, which creates prosperity, very high economic surplus for everybody, even people who are not good competitors for a number of reasons. And we're all at the top of our own pyramid, and we are all second tier and other tiers on other people's pyramids. That's the idea. You can even do what's called an Inktomi Ferris wheel, which just means the person at the top of the pyramid agrees to point the person at the bottom. They may lose rankings relative to the person that was formatted at the bottom, based on, let's say, other people had better keyword density, because it's not all backlinks, it's also keyword density. And I show you how to optimize for that when you become part of my newsletter and Facebook network. But at least for those who don't like pyramids, it's a form of mutual symbiosis where, they don't fear that they're losing to someone who's a little bit too good at what they do with a name where it's hard to, take away market share. They say money always wins, but Humane Mission, I show you how the buy in bulk as an industrial democracy, where there is no management, we're just a network of self-employed people, but you have bonded people with competitive escrow and insurance against the possibility of someone going default as a treasurer. Many good ideas through vetting, background checks, giving them exams, some reference checks, and then you have our own bonding system, which may involve videos of the people who are your treasurer or escrow agent as a third party who's not directly involved in buying or selling, taking a video of themselves in front of their house, their address, their street sign where they live. And there's more accountability and testimonials to support what they do in a rating system, and a better economy because of international tax shelters becoming more numerous in type and awareness. That means better economy and privatization for better, friendlier, cheaper service, but people are going to have to be on better behavior with insurance, as in mechanical insurance, put out fires before they start, before it leads to cheaper, better financial insurance and fewer casualties, where everyone does better. And so there's less likely to be this very severe chicanery that's been going on in recent years with identity theft, hacking, and all the scams. Because you make a mistake in the business world, especially if everyone knows what you look like through video, selfie video, compared with, say, other forms of official identification like driver's license or passports, then there's accountability and severe credibility issues when you don't do the right thing. Why would you not want to do the right thing? If the futures market says you go away and you cheat people out of a lot of money as a treasurer. So go to humanemission.com and sign up. The many of you that I'm trying to reach out to who are into WordPress, who want everything free at first, if it sounds so good to be true, they say it is, but not really. Because again, I have to make money too. I'm disabled, badly disfigured from cancer surgery, and have epilepsy. So the goal is, because you're pointing to me, and I sell many things. I have 4 websites overall. Again, it's mutual symbiosis. If I don't perform, you can perform, and vice versa. But at the same time, I try to sell to people that benefit from what I do, like designing my own plugins and being an affiliate for what's called Money Robot, which is permission-based robot advertising. And pretty soon I will have that up on my website where you can help me out as an affiliate. We're trying to create more affiliate programs for established plugins like Oil Publisher. They took it down, but hopefully if I talk to Simon, he'll put it back up. So does the customer know you, or do they trust you? In the beginning, they don't know you, so how can they trust you? That's all rank high on Google with my idea, where it costs no money, so you have high volume. And trust is basically based on, let's say, give out freebies like I'm doing, and then people feel an obligation to buy from you, or sell something very low risk, like a cheap pair of shoes, but maybe name brand shoes. Investor pools from Alibaba, for example, where you don't even need escrow. Just go to established, highly rated companies at Alibaba that have been around a long time, few to no complaints based on third-party customer service website reviews. Sometimes you have to use the Better Business Bureau and other similar websites. And there's very low risk in the rare event you don't get your $10 pair of shoes. And then you work your way up. Maslow's hierarchy, call it. And then eventually everyone does better. So many ideas, but I'm appealing mostly to WordPress people. Again, it's just free content management system software where you don't need to know a coded language, but not really free with them, WordPress.com or others, because again, in order to have plugins such as collecting subscribers, email subscribers, selling things, outbound links, you have to pay at least for the hosting, and I will pay for a lot of multi-domain hosting where we'll have few bottlenecks. It'll be fast, a few bandwidth issues, and we can all do well. With a method of reinforcement, mutual symbiosis, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. There is a way to do instant gratification when it comes to selling someone else's stuff, not waiting until the end of the month. Say if you sell what you sell on someone else's website with your own PayPal email address, for example, and you're going to have a round robin where like every 3 people in round robin get paid, or like 2 people the odds pay one person and the evens pay the other. So many interesting ideas where you can't wipe out indiscretion, but you minimize it, and there's a deterrent effect for those who are hackers, identity thieves, and others that engage in scams of indiscretion where they're going to have to be on better behavior, or let's say they don't make it in a world that demands ethics and credibility, and a world where eventually capitalism goes away because of technology, where you don't need human labor anymore. Level of labor, fine, but no more toil. Because the world is really suffering right now. The polarization between the haves and have-nots has never been worse. Because of COVID-19, people are forced to stay at home and buy from their houses with very few opportunities to shop at the many places that are closed. So you not only have to buy on the internet, but you have to work on the internet. It's quite imperative. But dependencies are a bad thing, and competition is a good thing. If you're independent, and even if you're unemployed, charity insurance, you'll do better, but you have to have a better economy for more people to be able to give donations, charity to other people, and environmental causes, animals, and so on. And insurance is a great idea. Mechanical insurance, like probably securing doors and windows, cameras with artificial intelligence software, and that means cheaper financial insurance with fewer casualties and therefore higher payouts. In the rare occasions there are casualties, and if the insurance company is not cooperating, not ethical, there's arbitration against them, legal court, and or let's just say go to their competition. You don't have to worry about defaming them by saying negative things about them, because overseas trust funds, you get rid of the taxman and you also get rid of the lawyers, because that's what they do, the rich who don't like competition. They steal money from the taxpayer. The progressive tax system does not apply to them for a number of reasons, and they steal money from the customer, they steal money from the worker. If you sue them, they can avoid high-end lawyers that usually win, and they buy out the judges and politicians by paying for their campaigns. It's only obvious how that works. They rarely get audited because, again, they can afford very high-end accountants that bury alive the tax collector with paperwork. So we have the same advantages they do through foreign electronic tax shelters, combined with the fact that tax debt is not a crime, and I insure you against that at one of my websites. And I'll tell you about that if you sign up and join my newsletter network, Facebook network at Humane Mission on Facebook. And eventually I'll have a series of live video chats and tutorials, as well as the availability of my 24/7 chat server for one-on-one help. So this is James Huntley signing off, hoping that you'll all be part of my WordPress network. No risk, no money up front, and insurance and backup to try to prepare for this thing called the futures market, where all those who want to be ethical and do the right thing can do quite well. Thank you very much.